question. Like if a person is in government job, then also he can take a professional indemnity?
Absolutely. Point is, in government job, what happens? Yes, the government covers them. However, see, they say that we don't require it. I say it is required. The reason because they charges to the patient, even if it is a 1 rupee charge, that they come under the ambit of consumer court. So anybody, any patient can file a case against any doctor, be a government doctor also. So they can take it. Now, let's another point. If they practice outside the government hospital, yeah, or see a patient, okay. So in that case also, that policy would be beneficial for them because policy covers them across anywhere.
Okay, so in that case, government, like, for example, government is covering through a government insurance, indemnity insurance, and they have taken a private insurance like from you. So will be clubbed together for claim process, or a person has to choose between government and you?
See, our policy is also a government, government of India undertaking insurance companies policy that is from Oriental. Okay, so but as far as your concern is concerned, they can claim only through one insurance company only.
Through one insurance.
Yeah, they cannot claim multiple. Insurance company will get to know.
No, for example, what I'm saying is, for example, somebody is taken from IMA and somebody is taken from you. Okay, now they have each has 1 crore of cover, right? And the claim is of 2 CR. So they can they club one plus one?
They can club, but however they can club. Yes, they can decide 40% from that side, 60% from that side.
Okay, fantastic.
That can be done. But there is a point. Since you have raised the IMS topic, okay, IMS service, which is like they have a territorial limits. Okay, territorial limit. Let's say in Karnataka, they have a limit of that policy. That is not policy, the coverage up to the limit of that particular state.
That is fantastic. What is the territorial limit for IMA? Give me an example for that.
Okay, so like the document and paper what I have. Okay, so example is, for example, in Karnataka. In Karnataka, doctors who are covered under the Karnataka IMA, their policy, I mean their proposition, the coverage, what we are talking about, that is limited to up to the state of, within the state of Karnataka. So there is a point, there is a line written, territorial limit. So territorial limit means that any concern, any cases within the limit of Karnataka is covered by the IMA Karnataka. That's how it is. So that's called territorial limit.
So IMA, if a person is taking from center, like headquarters, it doesn't cover pan India.
See, it depends upon, again, it depends upon the policy. So whether they have taken a policy or not, whether they have taken sometime back, Dr. Shantanu was saying a group policy. Now, which type of policy they have taken, and depending upon the policy's terms and conditions also. See, there is a customized policy which, like, maybe the premium is very less. So because it is customized, because the premium is less, maybe few of the benefits are compromised. Now, unless we see the policy, we cannot talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Understood.
So, but then we should not go into that apprehension, the ambiguity. That's the reason we say that you take a policy which covers you 360 degrees.
Everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. So somebody is also asking, like, I have explained the retroactive date, but can you, in your more detailed way, you can explain the retroactive date?
Fine. Retro means past. So, and active means continuation of the policy. Now, if someone has taken a policy 10 years before, now it is 2022. Yeah? So someone has taken a policy in the year 2012. And from 2012, a doctor is paying the premium in time. Okay, paying policy premium in time is important. In time is before the time. Yeah. So if it is paid in time, policy is in force. Policy is in continuation. Now next year the premium is paid. Next year the premium is paid, and that's how 10 years is passed by. Now let's say the second policy, or let's pick up the fifth policy from the beginning. Fifth policy. Once you see the fifth policy, you will see a one line retroactive date is mentioned. So you see the date, first date, and you have first taken the policy. Suppose you have taken the policy 10 years before, that is 2010. So it will be written the date, month, and 2010. So it's called retroactive date. So that date ensures whatever the treatment you have given since 2010, it is all covered.
Hmm.
Means a patient may come back with a complaint after 2 years of treatment,
Right.
after 3 years of treatment.
Hmm.
So the retroactive date mentioned 10 years before means 10 years, whatever the patient, whomsoever you have seen, whenever they have come back with a complaint, the insurance company will see that retroactive date. They will understand, okay, the policy has been
Enforced.
taken, has been enforced and taken since long, and retroactive date confirms that.
Correct.
So they, without any hesitation, they will anticipate the claim and also proceed further.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Shivendra, you can unmute. You can ask.
Yeah. Actually, sir, I just want to ask that is there any policies that which covers hospitals also or individual doctors only?
Okay. So that has been, I mean, these two names has been taken by Dr. Pranav and Dr. Amit. See, there is a point is, there are two names of the policy. Indemnity is for individual doctors and errors and omissions is for hospitals.
Hospital, yeah.
So purpose of the policy is same. The calculation is a bit different. Okay. So both covers the financial liability part. Okay. And indemnity covers only individual doctors, hospitals, insurance, that is the errors and omissions. It covers all the payroll employee, paramedic, staffs also. Okay. Qualified, unqualified. Yeah, doctors, owners. Okay. But they cover only the payroll employees, not the visiting doctors. Their activity is covered. Visiting doctors' activity is covered under that particular roof. If any procedure or surgery is done and any unfortunate event, if it comes across after the procedure, that part is covered. But that particular doctor is not covered.
Error in omission, right?
Errors and omission.
So Rajamani, Dr. Rajamani is asking, is no, Shivendra was asking, is also providing the second type?
Yes, we are, yes. Both are there. We are covering, and we have almost more than a lakh of hospitals and doctors covered by us.
Okay, fantastic.
Including medical colleges are also covered. We can tell you the name of the medical colleges. And
yes, Dr. Rajamani.
Suppose I have taken a policy on 2012 or 2019 before the COVID time, and I have operated during the COVID times. And I have stopped paying the insurance company, and I have stopped paying the insurance, and there is a gap in between. Say, for example, 3 years.
Correct.
But the patient is filing a complaint, say, in 2026, when I don't have any insurance cover. But I have operated the patient in 2022 when I had the insurance. Will the company respond to it? Since I have taken the insurance in 2022, I have operated on the same year, but I don't have any insurance cover.
Understood. Yes.
Okay. Fine. So yeah. So I'll just refresh the questions. So first thing is that you had an insurance that time only you have seen the patient. Yeah. The first time when you have seen the patient, that time you were covered. Right. And later you have discontinued paying the premium. Is it not so?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
okay.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'll tell you, the insurance company will anticipate to the claim. Okay. They will. Now reason is, you have paid the premium for that particular year, and always you have paid the premium in advance. Since you have paid the premium, they are obliged to anticipate that particular claim, even if you have discontinued. Yeah. Yes. That's the answer.
Okay. Good question. Good
answer. And one more question regarding that. And how long it will be covered? So, is there any time limit to it? Or say, for example, if the patient is filing a case after 10 years, so will that, is there any time limit or time frame for the period?
Yes. Normally, in case of any death, within 2 years, in case of any death of a patient, within 2 years, they have to claim. After 2 years, the claim is not. Even patient's claim means patient cannot complain. If patient complains also, that claim is not anticipated by the court also. So there is no question of anticipating by the insurance company then, because court is not accepting. Yeah. So that is in case of any death. Otherwise, so that we need to be really sure about it. 3 years or 5 years time, the patient can actually come back. So that's the reason we advise that, yeah, doctors should actually, not doctors, individual doctors cannot maintain all the, files or the line of treatment they have given to the patient. They cannot maintain all this. But hospital should, have the document electronically if possible, and also the hard copies. Okay. And there is a time limit. We will share with you that what is the duration, like, how long. We have a separate session done by our medical legal experts on that particular topic. We'll share you the link so that you can have a look on that. There is a limit and descriptions given on that. Like, what is exactly you need to do to maintain the document and all. Okay. However, from court, we can get the certified copy in case if you do not keep the document with you to entertain or to anticipate to any claim by the patient. Okay. So we can ask for a trusted copy. So from the death, 2 years. And other than that, 3 years, within 3 years and 4 years, patient can come back and raise these things, and insurance company will anticipate.
Okay. Fantastic. Yes, Preeti, go ahead.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Sir, I want to ask that suppose I have taken insurance from a company. For 5 years I have taken, and after 5 years, during those 5 years, I have fighting for it. After 5 years, if any doctor changes the company, it changes the insurance company, then will that parent insurance company will continue to fight that case, or that case will be taken up by the new insurance company, or how is that done, sir?
Okay. So see, moment the porting happens or switching over or the migration happens, so there the retroactive date is also mentioned. Okay. So suppose the second company. Now first company discontinued. Now it is shifted to the second company. Now second company will ask for 2 documents. One, the application form which you fill up, and second, they will ask you the existing policy. That is from the first company. Now existing policy will ensure the retroactive date. The retroactive date would be mentioned. So why they want? Because they want to be sure that how long the policy, when the policy was taken, and how long it has been continued. Now, what does it mean? It means the assets and the liability also, and the assets have been transferred to the second insurance company. So now in that case, ma'am said new insurance company. Yes, it is shifted to the new insurance company. So the second insurance company or the new insurance company, what you said, they are liable to anticipate and they are liable to see to that particular claim, not the previous one.
Okay, that means the previous one will be stopping with the continuation of the case, and it will be shifted to the other company. Right, sir?
Yes.
Okay,
absolutely.
Fine, sir. And sir, I have already insured myself under that. I want to tell you, I have been taking the services in past 4 years, and I have never experienced any problem. But there are many other insurance companies here, and especially they have I think they are in contact with IMA also. If I don't want to specifically take the name of any insurance company, and sir, I'm in Punjab here, and there are many people here who are just trying to impress doctors to get their company, this insurance company changed. Right. Yes, and with new things they are offering, like already. That's the thing.
Correct. Yeah. This is normally it happens. And see, insurance, for example, is a long-term engagement with anybody, right? Is a long-term. So always have a company which is there for a longer term, at least for 10 years, so that they have established network and you can also trust them. Then the past record and their claim settlement ratio. These are the things which you should be looking and understanding before going for any fancy offer by any company. शांतनु जी, आपके लिए एक टेस्टिमोनियल मिल गया।
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
See,
Thank you, sir.
actually,
So only once we went to meet the lawyer, that too all after nearly 1.5 years, evening we went, and they have been in contact with us, even the lawyer who is taking our case personally, and I never experienced any problem.
so is there any
वो
problem?
तंग नहीं है सर, डर नहीं रहता सर. एक इंश्योरेंस का ये भी है, थोड़ा अपना हम अपने काम पे फोकस कर पाते हैं.
Yes.
And they said that you do your work, we'll do the rest.
Yes, Shantanu ji, आप कुछ बोल रहे थे?
No, at the end, like, I think my number would be shared. Is there anything or any concern anytime? So it is no matter whether whatever, but Doctorpreneur would support, and no matter they are member to us or not, that we'll see later. But then point is that in case of any serious things or any information they require, any questions, they can contact, and we will try to answer them. Not only verbally, we will give an answer officially also through email. So there would not be any ambiguity and apprehension in terms of the authenticity of the communications.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you, sir. That will be great help. I will share your email ID and contact details with the people. And any problem, they can contact you. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Yes, Dr. Tushar.
Yeah, Dr. Tushar. Hello, sir.
Yes, go on.
Sir, in many surgeries, there we need two surgeons together, okay? Yes. Means of same faculty or different faculty, means two gynecologists or two orthopedicians performing surgery.
Very good question.
And in such scenario, if both of them are having, both of them are insured, but with different companies.
Different companies, yes.
Yeah, and in second scenario, if any single consultant is insured and another who is not insured. Okay. And third scenario is that both are insured, but both are having different premiums.
Okay, coverage, in that case, different coverage.
What will be the stand of insurance? Yeah, right.
Okay, awesome. Yes, sir.
So 3 questions. So you have to come one by one. So first, if I remember that, 2 doctors and with 2 different insurance companies, right?
Yes.
Okay. So no problem. What is there? Because insurance company's proposition is the same for all the company. Proposition. Okay. The terms and conditions of one policy may be different than the other. Maybe some coverage or some cover may be there or may not be there. So that could be a situation. So it would come under the purview of that particular insurance company, whether it is covered or not. Otherwise, there is no problem. Okay. So we have anticipated such claim. With one, we cannot tell the name of the company. There's another company and our company. Now, there was one patient who had an operation, and after that surgery, 2 doctors, an anesthesiologist and one surgeon, both have received a notice in the same case for the medical negligence. So both the doctors having 2 different insurance companies. So that did not stop anywhere. Like, we have intimated to our insurance company for our member. The other doctor with other insurance company have intimated his insurance company. At the end, both the doctor discussed with us also. The other party with other insurance company, they also discussed with us, because the draft has to be has to be in sync.
Correct.
Both the draft has to be similar, so that it can help both the doctor to, fight or defend that particular case in that particular court. Okay. So if the drafts are different, that would create a nuisance. And as a result, both of the doctor may lose the case. So it is always better to fight unitedly. So insurance company terms could be different. But
awesome.
So insurance company's terms, if claim happens, now the limit, not only limit, maybe there is something which doctor has not disclosed. So that has been discussed by Doctorpreneur, I think, when you were talking about, your first slides.
Right.
So they have to disclose the material fact. If they have not disclosed, or is there any ambiguity again? So that could be a reason for the cancellation, or the technically it is said as repudiation of a claim. So repudiation or the cancellation or the rejection of the claim might happen because of the wrong information provided, or like they have not disclosed
suppression. Yeah, suppression of the information. Correct.
So basically, when you are doing the surgery, you are collaborating. So whenever you're fighting a case, you should collaborate.
No, they would eventually will do that, because it is kind of a, it is a demand for that particular time. Like, it happens.
Correct.
Really, and the
second case is when a person doesn't, two surgeon, one person has a insurance, other person doesn't have, but both of them got the same notice from a person, same patients. Then
okay. So answer is simple. First of all, we need to understand why that indemnity is important. So indemnity is important to cover the financial liability only in consumer court.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And but then point is that if case like is handled and doctor has won the case, so there is no question of insurance, right? The insurance is not required then. I mean, compensation is not required. In case if they lose, then only it is required.
Correct.
So, and that too also, the case has to be in consumer court only. Yeah. So in that case, if doctor loses, one doctor loses, and he does not have insurance coverage, then he has to pay from pocket.
Pay from the
simple.
Okay.
And the doctor who is having the cover
will be paid by the
company will pay on behalf of him.
Okay.
Okay.
And the third scenario was when one person both have the what was the third scenario, Dr. Tushar?
The third scenario was that both are insured.
Amount of coverage is different.
Yeah, so, it's different. Premium is different.
The rest will be, if there is a gap between one person the claim process, it will be divided, and again, like for example, sir, each person will get a different notice, or both person can get the same notice, same amount of claim.
See, the point is that first we need to see if the patient is choosing one particular doctor in that notice or two doctors.
Okay.
It depends on the patient. See, there is nobody to impress anybody to do that. Or
right.
Okay, so it depends on the patient. Now, example, a gynecologist has seen a patient. I mean, patient means a lady, a pregnant lady. Okay, and she has been taking care of the patient. Now there could be a chances that the fetus may develop kind of abnormality which may not have been seen by the radiologist in the before. So there is another scan done just before the delivery or something. It reveals that there is some issues with the heart. With the cardiac, some issues are there. So now now the patient doesn't know all this. Patient know only gynecologist. Patient doesn't know who is the radiologist who has missed it. The patient will definitely, common sense, patient will first sue against, file a case against the gynecologist.
Right.
Now later gynecologist will tell the court that, see, I have seen and the report was okay from the radiologist and this is how it is. So then again radiologist will be brought into picture. So that is how the radiologist comes in picture. Now here we are talking about two doctors. Now we need to see who is the main doctor, operating doctor. Now is there any doctor who is assisting? So obviously his name is not coming there. So, but if patient is so familiar and very close to that doctor and know the name, and it is patient's choice.
Okay.
They can choose a hospital also in that case.
So even if the indemnity cover is different, whatever claim happens individually on doctors, the gap will be filled by the person if it is falling short. Otherwise, the insurance company will give that claim if they lose the case in that case, right? Okay, understood. So, sir, can we discuss the pricing? What you have given in the on that slides?
You can discuss price, but a few things I just wanted to say. Just if you allow me 2 minutes.
Yes.
Okay. So point.
This pricing which you have given in the PPT.
Yeah. See, I'll just tell you that before the PPT, there's one thing which I wanted to tell.
Sure.
Yeah. So point is the indemnity. Indemnity has got a limitation which I wanted to tell you clearly. So indemnity, see, in consumer court, criminal court, and civil court. See, basically, most of the indemnity the doctors take just because to get the compensation, monetary compensation.
Financial, yeah.
Yeah. But see, there are certain things like in criminal court. In criminal court, what happens? There is a monetary punishment is also there. Or could be a jail term punishment. Yeah?
Okay.
Both.
Okay.
So that part, nobody asked that question. Just wanted to tell you that financial part in the criminal court is not taken care by any insurance company. And
in the criminal court.
So we are also not taking care. Doctor has to pay from pocket. So it is not covered. It is not covered by any of the insurance company. But criminal court case, now we need to check when we take an indemnity, does it cover criminal court? No, it doesn't cover criminal court. So here we need to have some cover that covers the criminal court also, because doctors may get a notice from the criminal court. Now that could be many reasons. Example, is there any gynecologist? So there could be a PNDT Act. There could be an MTP Act. Yeah. So a medical termination of pregnancy. Now it is not covered by the insurance company or the insurance policy. Now, don't you want to cover that? You want. So now when you want to cover that, so you need to have that 360-degree cover I'm talking about.
Right.
So here what we are proposing, these are things are covered. You have showed that slide once. Like you have mentioned about we have mentioned about some acts. Biomedical Waste Act.
Correct.
Mental Disability Act. Drugs and Cosmetics Act. It is not basically covered by any insurance policy. It's all covered by us.
Acha.
Us means here there are two propositions. One is a policy. Policy covers up to its limit. Yeah. And there is a limitation, as I said. And now, then beyond limitation of the insurance policy or indemnity policy, there is something which is not covered by the policy, is all also covered by us.
So you will help them fight the case.
Yes, no. Like I just now I said the acts, MTP Act, Biomedical Waste Act, Management Act.
These are not covered normally by
these are not covered by indemnity insurance. Okay. So because it's all like different liability. So it is not covered by insurance company. But you also have stated already in the exclusions part. Exclusions part, yes. You have not mentioned that name, but you have mentioned third party. You said there are certain other things you said. So it is there. It is there, but they have not mentioned the name. But these are the things which is not covered. Indemnity has got a limitation. So it is always wise to take indemnity, but it has got a limitation. Now I'll tell you a last point. So if you look at the scenario for the last 25 years, okay, so how many doctors, what is the percentage of winning? How many doctors or the percentage of the doctors have won the case and how many have lost? So now doctors, by saying doctors, I mean individual doctors and medical establishment also. See, more than 98% times, doctor have won the case. 98%.
98 times. Okay.
So less than 2% cases, doctor has actually lost the cases. Now, when they have lost, what is the reason? First reason is visible gross negligence. Now, a negligence which is visible, which is gross, which is severe. Like one leg is supposed to be amputated, another was done. So is there visible negligence? Severe negligence? So in that case, there is no mercy. So they will lose the case. Yeah? So that is one. And second and third point is why they lose if they do not follow the textbook of medicine. Okay, that's everybody knows it. And third is if they even do not follow the advice of the peer group.
Correct.
So if they follow the advice of the peer group, if they follow the textbook of medicine, and if the case is properly drafted and filed before the court, there's no chance of losing the case.
Very less chance.
If they do not lose, there is no need of any indemnity insurance. But still, we would not say and we would not recommend that you do not take indemnity. We will say you have to take indemnity. The reason
yet legal cost will be there, na? Even that.
So that's the reason. See, that is one of the reason. Legal cost is taken care.
Correct.
And in case if you lose, then
the financial compensation.
That's the reason you need to have. Because how much you are paying? You paying very peanut, a small amount to safeguard your profession.
Let me show the pricing, sir. You can explain.
So that's the reason I wanted to come to the price in this way. How much you are paying? Okay. So now let's say, now I'll just tell you that, non-surgeons. Can you, okay. Non-surgeons for 10 lakhs cover. Non-surgeon, we mean any consultant.
Consultant.
Okay. Yeah. So who are excluded? It is written, like the name is been mentioned in the third row, third column. Radiologist, pathologist, non-consultants there. Sorry, non-surgeons there. Their price is different. Okay. So non-surgeon, like physician, pediatrician, yeah. So that 5622, that is inclusive of GST of 18%. Okay. That covers you 360 degrees. There is no exclusions.
Okay.
Normal exclusion is there. You cannot be intoxicated and practice. That's so nobody will do that kind of. Yeah. So that exclusions is always there.
Correct.
So other than that, there is no such exclusions in the policy. And liability of the compensation is also taken care by document. Okay. Is there anything? Now surgeons, gynae ortho, except plastic, gynae ortho, etc. Except plastic and cosmetic. The price is 5,994. That is inclusive of GST. So all are inclusive of GST. Now radiologist, pathologist, the price is slightly lower. BAMS also is covered. BAMS. Now for the Ayurvedic doctor, one interesting thing, the cover for modern scientific medicine. Okay, when they practice modern scientific, prescribe modern scientific medicine, allopathic medicine, that is also covered in the policy.
Sir, dentist नहीं लिखा है. Sir, dentist नहीं लिखा है. Dentist किस में है sir?
Dentist surgeon category में.
Surgeon में. Okay.
So the gynae ortho we have written, no? There.
यहाँ पे. Okay.
But if dentists are practicing cosmetologist, then last column.
In this
last
one.
column.
In this one. Okay.
So anyone doing cosmetic, so that comes in the last category. I mean last column. Now anesthesiologist, the price of the plastic cosmetic anesthesiologist is same, but then we have still put this into different category, anesthesiologist, because they are the one of the riskiest, what is that called, litigants, in the category, like gynae first, then ortho, then anesthesiologist. So very risky in terms of, medical legal cases.
Right.
Now interventional radiology and interventional cardiologist, the price is higher than the normal radiologist, plain radiologist.
Okay.
So that's the reason we have segregated it. So interventional radiologist and interventional cardiologist, they have to pay a different amount of premium, and they have to mention that. See, the point is in specialization, they have to mention what exactly they're doing. If they're radiologist, interventional, they have to mention that. If is there any plastic surgeon, if they feel that, okay, I'm a plastic surgeon, I have studied cosmetic surgery in my course, along with microsurgery, reconstructive surgery, and fund management, I have studied cosmetic. So eventually it is covered. No, it is not covered automatically. So you have to mention. So once you mention, then you get that cover. So you get that cover means that line, cosmetic cover is written in the policy bond. Once it is written in the policy bond, insurance company cannot decline that. Is there any claim comes? Okay. So that is necessary that it has to be mentioned. So the premium, like that question was also there. Minimum how much premium you can take, maximum how much. There is no limit on the minimum and the maximum. Okay, there is no limit. Only in case of cosmetic cover, 2 crores is the limit.
Okay.
Other than cosmetic, there is no limit.
So, sir, इसमें अगर डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट में जाता है, नॉर्मली डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट में, so what is the right now? It's the maximum claim a person can claim in district court.
50 lakhs.
50 lakhs. So at least 50 lakhs का तो मुझे लगता है कि सबको लेना चाहिए minimum.
Correct.
क्योंकि डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट में आप सब mostly people are in district scenario, so I think 1 CR could be like 2 times. So I don't think 1 CR prices is so much like this. If we claim this one, this is not that much for a year. We should have peace of mind with this much amount of money. 1 CR I can think which is covered every, like maximum more than double of maximum. Then this should be idle figure for everyone.
Okay. So one more thing, the ratio of the policy we have not spoken about, right? Ratio of the policy 1:1, 1:2, 1:3.
No, AOA, na, right?
AOA and AOY.
No, we have not spoken. Yes.
So you want me to tell this?
Yes, sir, please tell them.
So because see, there is a again apprehension, and there is a myth that 1:4 policy means in a year 4 claim. So it is not like that. That 4 claim you can have. I mean 4 times you can claim, nothing like that. Any policy that is of 1:1, 1:2, 1:3, 1:4 ratio, every like such policy or any proposition, it accepts multiple claims. So claim ke liye there is no problem. Like any time of any claims, any number of claims is anticipated by any insurance company, be it whichever the policy or ratio you have taken. Now, as far as coverage is concerned or the limitation is concerned, now there we need to be careful. Now, 1:4 means 1/4 of the amount is disbursed. Okay, example, suppose you have taken in 1 crore. See, our policy is 1:1. Okay, and we are selling 1:1. Now, I'll tell you what is 1:4 and 1:1. 1:2, you will understand. See, 1:4 means suppose you have taken a policy of 1 crore cover and आपका claim आया of 50 lakhs. Okay, 50 lakhs का claim that you need to pay. So, the insurance company will disperse 25 lakhs. Why? Because your AOA, that is any one accident, the limit is 25 lakhs because you have taken a policy of cover of 1 crore. 1 crore cover, 1 crore का cover लिया था आपने, and 1:4 है ratio. So 1:4 मतलब 1/4. 1/4 of 1 crore is 25 lakhs. So AOA is 25 lakhs. Any one accident is 25 lakhs. Like any one accident मतलब case. Any one case का limit है 25 lakhs. Understood? So AOY, any 1 year, ये है 1 crore. तो मतलब X साल में up to 1 crore you can claim. ठीक है? तो अभी 1:4 अगर आपने लिया तो up to limit 25 lakhs आपका एक claim का disbursement होगा. So अगर claim है 50 लाख का, 50 lakhs का, insurance company will pay 25 lakhs. Remaining 25 you have to pay from pocket. ये है 1:4.
That is 1:4. 4. हाँ, 1 crore को 4 भागों में बांट दिया and you one मतलब एक 25 lakhs का, और जितना बार क्लेम आएगा हम मैक्सिमम 25 लाख ही दे सकते हैं. That is 1:4. और 1:4 का नॉर्मली प्रीमियम लो होता है.
लो होता है.
Right.
It's lower because benefit less benefit, so premium is less.
Correct.
Okay. 1:1 में any amount. Like if it is 50 lakhs, 50 lakhs is paid. 70 lakhs, 70 lakhs paid.
But only once a year. But only once a year.
No.
Okay.
Up to the limit of that sum assured.
Okay.
Anytime. अगर जब तक आपका पास 1 crore का लिमिट है, 50 अपने 70 lakhs
कवर कर, हाँ समझ गए, ठीक है.
Remaining 30 lakhs है, 30 lakhs तक जितना बार क्लेम आए you can use that.
करेक्ट. सर ये पूछ रहे थे इसमें कि प्रीमियम प्राइस रेज होता है.
Doctor has said it is written in the small letter. Yeah. That is terms and conditions में तो you have to be very careful.
सर ये प्रीमियम पर ईयर रेज होता है क्या ऐसा? नहीं तो नॉर्मल. हाँ,
I'll tell you. Premium once decided, no. So premium is decided by the underwriting team based on the factors which you have discussed already. So few things which you are not said, that it is decided by the underwriting team. Now once premium is decided, it is fixed. It is distributed across the year, across the term, like as long as you continue to pay. Now only difference comes in terms of GST. अभी तो GST है, government cess, education cess, अगर ऐसा कुछ ऐड होगा तो प्रीमियम स्लाइटली चेंज हो सकता है, 100 रुपीज 200 रुपीज.
वो तो जनरली जैसे सब इंश्योरेंस में होता है, लाइफ कवर में, कार इंश्योरेंस में.
नहीं, कार इंश्योरेंस इज डिफरेंट. उसमें प्रीमियम इट डिफर्स. अगर क्लेम हुआ तो प्रीमियम
नहीं वो, हाँ वो तो मतलब जैसे कि डिपेंड्स ऑन योर डेप्रिसिएशन एसेट्स है ना वो तो.
हाँ, बट देयर इज नो सच थिंग इन दिस पॉलिसी. देयर इज नो सच थिंग एंड देयर इज नो डेप्रिसिएशन एंड एप्रिसिएशन. Okay, so and there is no free look also, if I am not wrong.
There is no free look. There is no free look period. Normally, all insurance is
okay. So see, there is 15 days free look period is given for any insurance company for that matter.
Right.
But in this policy, I don't think there is any free look one.
अच्छा, ये this comes under IRDA, right?
IRDA, correct.
तो IRDA में तो सब इंश्योरेंस में 15 दिन का फ्री लुक पीरियड रहता ही है.
Sir, then there is another question. जैसे कि if you have not availed the service, suppose you are paying the premium and कोई claim नहीं आया, तो no claim bonus भी तो मिलना चाहिए था ना?
क्या?
तो इसमें तो no claim bonus नहीं है.
But no claim bonus is not mandatory by IRDA, is it?
No claim bonus. Okay, no claim bonus is given by, let's take example of any health insurance. Yeah. So you have not claimed, so next year the premium देने जाओगे, then they will add that no claim bonus, no? या तो sum assured बढ़ जाएगा.
That is a like a
और premium कम हो जाएगा.
That is a feature of a company, but IRDA as such says that 15 days, even in the mutual funds and some policies by ULIP kind of policies, there also you have free lookup period, right?
But here in this policy, indemnity policies purpose is different. Okay, so there is no claim bonus. Okay, there is no claim bonus. So many doctors ask us, see, I have not claimed any amount. Give us some discount. So there's no discount. Okay, the premium is same. The basic premium is same. So what doesn't change is the basic premium. What changes is the government says maybe GST. So that's what I wanted to say. So premium would be constant, same.
Constant, yeah.
Yeah, same. And you can pay as long as you continue.
Correct.
The moment you discontinue practice, stop it. No problem.
Correct.
Because after stopping also, insurance company will be liable to pay. In case of any eventuality during the period of the or tenure of the membership, policy.
Right. And this
one question is there, Shantanu.
Yeah.
If I'm having a cover for 50 lakh right now, and then I want to increase, then I have to just pay the difference.
You can increase the thing after 6 months of the policy term. Anytime after 6 months, you can increase the cover, and the premium would be calculated on the pro rata basis.
Okay.
The remaining amount which you can pay and then get an enhanced cover. You can do that. You can reduce also.
And sir, this pricing is for individual indemnity. For clinic and for hospitals, there is a different price list, right?
Okay. For clinics and all, we have a calculation, as I said before, because you have to give your OPD. Suppose if it is a day clinic, so you have to give your OPD count. If it is a hospital, you have to give your OPD count. You have to give an IPD count. Okay, and you have to tell us how much of sum insured you want. Then there is a calculations, and we will also add up 7.5% of the basic premium to cover you the paramedic staffs or the payroll employee. Okay, so all put together, whatever the amount, and after discount, whatever applicable, will let you know the premium. So premium varies depending on the OPD count and the IPD count.
Separately, you have to calculate for the hospital.
Separately, we need to give
because a lot of factors are there. Okay, understood.
Separately, we have to give. They have to let us know the OPD, IPD, and number of beds. Number of beds is not important to calculate. Just to get an idea, we can have that. Okay. And how much sum insured they want. Three things basically we want: sum insured, OPD, and IPD.
Okay,
that's it.
Yeah, Shrujan, last two questions. Okay, Shrujan ji, if you are there, yeah, quickly. Okay.
Sir, am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible.
Sir, I'm an ophthalmologist, sir. I practice at 2 hospitals. But in both the hospitals, they are not owned by me. I do not own the equipment. I have nothing. I just work as a freelancer. I just go there. I operate. Today I operate 5 cases. Tomorrow I operate 10 cases in one. So day after tomorrow again in the first one I operated 2 cases. That's it. Only for the number of surgeries, I take my charge for each surgery and I go away. And every day I get my payment. Now, if I take a indemnity insurance policy from you all, sir, should I have to take 2 separate insurances, or is one insurance policy does it cover my work in both the hospitals as a freelancer?
Okay. So it is simple. See, your one insurance policy covers you across India, whichever hospital and wherever you practice. Okay, as a freelancer or whichever way, it is covered. So there is no problem. You can go to any. Now suppose if your particular hospital, wherever you are operating, so that hospital might say, please submit your indemnity policy where our hospital name is mentioned, because you are practicing here for their record. So in that case, you let us know. We will get this endorsed by the insurance company, mentioning that hospital name, so that because it is for their satisfaction. But as far as insurance cover is concerned, there is no need of mentioning any hospitals because you are covered across India.
Okay. Right. Yes, Dinesh ji, quickly.
हेलो.
Yes, Dinesh ji, पूछिए सर.
सर मैं पूछ रहा था कि जैसे suppose I have done case operated 2 years back, or 3 years back, and now the case comes today, notice comes today for the operated case of 2 years back. And so, but which company will be liable? The company at the time of incidence or company today at the time of notice?
Okay. So suppose जैसे कि आपने, if you are continuing the policy with the first insurance company, so they will be taking care of it. Suppose you have switched over to the other company, okay, and you have have not discontinued. You have not discontinued. You have switched to the other company in renewal time. ठीक है? And the retroactive date is mentioned. पुराना retroactive date उसमें mention है नया पॉलिसी में. ठीक है ना? 2 साल पहले जो ट्रीटमेंट दिया वो 2 साल पहले का डेट मेंशन है उसमें नया पॉलिसी में, तभी वो नया वाला इंश्योरेंस कंपनी उसका कवर देगी.
नहीं तो पहले वाला नहीं देगी, जब अभी डेट मेंशन नहीं है तो नहीं देगा.
नहीं तो यू हैव शिफ्टेड फ्रॉम वन कंपनी टू अनदर कंपनी ना, आपने शिफ्ट कर लिया. तो आपने जब शिफ्ट किया तो शिफ्ट करने का टाइम पे सेकंड जो कंपनी है, सेकंड कंपनी को तो आपने 2 चीज दिया. एक तो आपने एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म फिलअप करके दिया, दूसरा आपने क्या दिया, जो पुराना जो पॉलिसी है, पुराना कंपनी का जो पॉलिसी एग्जिस्टिंग पॉलिसी था, वो पॉलिसी भी तो आपने सबमिट किया.
हाँ,
तो जब भी आपने सबमिट किया, लेकिन आपको देखना होगा कि जो पॉलिसी था सेकंड पहले वाला जो फर्स्ट पॉलिसी जो था वो कंटिन्यूएशन क्या था कि नहीं. अगर पॉलिसी कंटिन्यूएशन में है तो वो पॉलिसी में रेट्रोएक्टिव डेट रहेगा, वो डेट ही डाला जाएगा नया जो कंपनी है उसमें. देखिए प्रॉब्लम तब नहीं आएगा अगर आपने टाइमली प्रीमियम दिया और टाइमली इसको शिफ्ट किया तो प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा. लेकिन इसमें अगर डिसकंटिन्यूएशन है और उस डिसकंटिन्यूएशन पीरियड में आपने ट्रीटमेंट दिया और उसी ट्रीटमेंट की वजह से उसी पेशेंट प्रॉब्लम लेके केस फाइल किया, तब तो उसको कवर नहीं करेगा कोई भी. अदरवाइज अगर आप ठीक ठाक पेमेंट मतलब टाइमली पेमेंट दिया, सेकंड कंपनी का लायबिलिटी बनती है कि दैट कंपनी विल टेक केयर ऑफ दैट क्लेम, नॉट द प्रीवियस कंपनी. ठीक है?
ओके, गॉट इट. यस निशित, गो ऑन.
यस,
लास्ट क्वेश्चन.
हाँ, गुड इवनिंग सर.
गुड इवनिंग निशित.
मैं एक्चुअली पूछना चाहता था कि जनरली इन लास्ट ईयर आई हैड अ नोटिस and the patient used to send notice to each and every person to whom he or she has consulted. कि मतलब जीपी से लेके हॉस्पिटल भी क्लेम किया है, डॉक्टर्स पे भी क्लेम किया है, इंडिविजुअल डॉक्टर्स पे भी क्लेम किया है, जो हॉस्पिटल है मल्टी उनके भी क्लेम किया है. ठीक है. एंड आई एम प्लानिंग टू ओपन अ 50-bedded हॉस्पिटल इन द नेक्स्ट 2 years. सो इट शुड बी वेदर जो डॉक्टर्स का जो क्लेम इंडेमनिटी लेते हैं इसे सच एज हॉस्पिटल का भी अलग से लेना चाहिए, और वो जो होता है वो what should be the terms or what are the norms should be taken care of that during the taking the indemnity insurance for the hospital.
So suppose, as you said your proposition, suppose you wanted to start a hospital.
Yes, I own a hospital. We are actually 4 partners and all doctors are the professional. जो personal है वो तो है ही, लेकिन जो हॉस्पिटल का जो हम अलग से प्रोफेशनल इंडेमनिटी लेना चाहते हैं तो उसमें नॉर्म्स क्या क्या रहेंगे और उसमें क्या क्या चीजों कौन कौन सी चीजों का ध्यान हमको रखना चाहिए. दैट्स व्हाई आई वांट टू आस्क.
अच्छा, मैं ये क्वेश्चन को मैं थोड़ा सा करेक्ट करता हूँ वैसा कि व्हाट आर द डॉक्यूमेंट्स रिक्वायर्ड इफ एट ऑल यू आर टू कवर द हॉस्पिटल्स. इज इट सो?
या दैट्स
यस. So the question was, can I get the question once again? I'm so sorry.
हमारा 4 डॉक्टर का जो टीम है, ठीक है, they are personally they are insured for the individual indemnity. ठीक है, लेकिन हमको हम जो प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी के नाम से जो हॉस्पिटल चला रहे हैं, तो हॉस्पिटल के नाम पे अगर इंश्योरेंस लेना है तो उसके लिए डॉक्यूमेंटेशन क्या क्या चाहिए और कौन सी चीजों का हमको ध्यान रखना चाहिए कि बिफोर टेकिंग दैट इंश्योरेंस इन द नेम ऑफ द हॉस्पिटल.
तो बेसिकली एक तो हॉस्पिटल का रजिस्ट्रेशन आईडी होगा, राइट? सो एंड यहाँ हम लोग ये देखते हैं, वी सी दैट कि जो बाहर से डॉक्टर्स आते हैं प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए हमारे हॉस्पिटल में, तो तभी क्या हो जाता है, लेट्स से एग्जांपल लेता हूँ मैं, अगर कोई हॉस्पिटल के ऊपर कोई केस कर देता है, लेट्स से इफ आई प्रैक्टिस इन अ हॉस्पिटल एंड इट विल बी द केस वुड बी ऑन डॉक्टर और आइदर ऑन द हॉस्पिटल. So one, a doctor is covered, doctor cover है just because individual indemnity insurance plus medico legal ले लिया. Same time जब hospital भी cover करना है तो hospital के लिए separately हम लोग को cover लेना पड़ता है, और जिसके लिए हमको सिर्फ hospital का document चाहिए रहेगा, that is registration ID.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think all other factors will be like what norms you are following, whether you are as per NABH, the staff is as per NABH or not, they are qualified or not, the visiting doctors has indemnity insurance or not. All those things factors. The safer you are, the lower premium. The riskier you are, the higher premium. That will be the case most of the time.
So basically, we see that IPD and OPD. If it is only IPD, based on that we calculate. And if it is OPD, then based on that, we calculate and give you the premium. And here we also cover staff which are not, administrative staff. Yeah, that also will be covered. Sometimes, the person who is, sweeping the floor and everything, some negligence happen where patient is walking and he falls down due to something, and, the case is filed against that person. So that is also covered. So once you take a cover for your hospital, we cover entire thing, not the equipment.
Okay, fantastic.
There are lots of questions to be asked, but time is running a little short now.
We will take another session.
We will get into touch with the team. So that's not a big issue. Okay.
No, so what you can do now, you can fill the form, get in touch with.
Yes, I have already filled up the form.
So you can ask them in detail, because a lot of people can answer you, because they have their own call centers where people can answer you. Right?
Yes, surely.
And that will be right. Fantastic. So awesome, guys. We are 10:45. A lot of people are still there.
Fantastic questions.
Awesome question, awesome session by people, Rakesh and Shantanu ji. I think Shantanu ji got disconnected, but thank you so much for coming up and spending time with us. I guess so time well spent by all the community members and the people who will also watch the recording. Okay, there are like 1,000 people who will also watch the recording also, so you will get a lot of queries afterwards also. So I may get back to you.
Really kind to share his number.
Yeah. I may get back to you a lot of queries, because I am also, or we also maybe sometime it is very detailed questions, and we also get fixed. So I will also get back to you with some questions. So we will keep pinging you, keep थोड़ा परेशान करते रहेंगे हम लोग.
नहीं, कोई बात नहीं. We are here to support doctors anytime. And any questions, we'll be able to answer you. I understand, we had a limited time. But yes.
No, still, it is 1 hour 45 minutes, and you can see the lot of people still, still here. And more like 2,000 to 2,500 doctors will also watch this as a recording also. Then a lot of queries will also come. So then I will ask you in the session, if there is a lot of queries, we will have another session after some time, so that people can come up with the new questions. Okay.
Sure.
Thank you so much. Thanks to the Tanmay there. Also, please convey our thanks to your CEO. And if he also get time next time, we will welcome him also.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
So thank you so much. And thank you everyone.
Thank you so much.
I have shared, all the members, I have shared a Facebook link with you guys. Please share your views about today's learning. What is the best thing that you got cleared? Okay, the कोई भी एक ऐसा confusion जो बहुत ज़्यादा था indemnity insurance that got cleared here, or a new information, please put their remarks there. It will help and motivate other people to watch the recording. Okay, thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Good night. Bye bye.
Yeah, good night. See you. Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.